welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are just going to be doing a look using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So if you want to see how I create this look, just keep watching. So I am just going to go in with the Born This Way concealer, and it's in the shade Swan. And then I'm just going to prep my eyelids like so. There's hair all throughout me. Yeah. So I'm just prepping my lid. Then I'm just gonna blend that in with a beauty blender. So now we're just gonna go in with the first shade Tempera. So I'm just going to be taking the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just gonna be taking the shade Tempera, and I'm just going to be putting that shade just all over my lid just to set the concealer that I put down for priming my lid. The lids are set, and I'm just going to take the same brush, and I think I'm going to go in with burnt orange. So I'm just going to pop that burnt orange color in my crease. As you can see, building it up into that crease area. It's not really building well right now, but there we go. We got some color in there now. So once I have that built up in the crease, I will get back to you. So I'm just finishing up the blending on each eye. As you can see, I got a good contrast of a crease shade going on here. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna go in and take this brush from Olay, and it's a E130 brush, and I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of raw sienna. I think, yeah, it's right there. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. I don't know how orange it is. So I'm just gonna, oh, that's like brown. Why don't we go in with Real Gar, however you pronounce it. And we're just gonna go in and kind of pop that. Oh yeah, that's a nice crease shade. So we're just kind of layering in our crease now, and we're layering with this Realgar shade, I guess, the Anastasia palette as well. And might I say, wow, that just added some definition to the eye for sure. So I'm just gonna go in, kind of do the same for this eye. Oh, the lighting's nice now because the sun went away. Watch the sun come back. Yep, hello. So I'm just putting that in my crease and mixing those two shades together. It's a really pretty like red shade. I really like that. So I'm just going in and I'm mixing it around. Ooh, okay, so I'm just gonna take it up a little bit higher and blend it out. You're gonna take the brush I was just blending with and kind of just buff it out a little bit, like both of the colors, and kind of dip in the burnt orange again, kind of go over that Realgar shade and really get into this eye right here. right now, everything's looking pretty well. So I'm just going to blend just a little bit more. And we are going to take another shade, but we're going to take the Anastasia little brushes that come with these. And there's nothing wrong with these. I love these brushes. A lot of people don't. I do. So I'm just going to take red ochre. I'm really going to focus that right in here. So I do a lot of like redder, orangey type eyeshadow looks. So it's just because my eye color really is pretty with that. So I'm just going to blend all that out. Take more red ochre, put it over here. So with that, it's looking pretty good. So now I'm just going to be taking the brush that I've had burnt orange on, and I'm just gonna go underneath and kind of smoke that eye out. So as you can see, I kind of smoked both eyes out. I'm just taking some more shadow and I'm just kind of focusing it up more and lightly dusting that around. So now we are gonna go in and we are gonna prime my face using some MAC Prime and Prep. And we're just gonna spray that all over our face. There's that. So now we're just gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Filter mattifying primer. And we're just gonna put that all over our face. And I'm just gonna go rub that in. So now that my face is all primed and ready, I'm just going to take the Estee Lauder foundation, and this is in 1-in-1 Ivory Nude, as you all know, and I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand. We're going to take my beauty blender and we're just going to put that all over my face. So I really start with kind of the bottom of my face because that's where I had the most redness, and I just build up from that. So just so I don't have any red issues down there. And then we're just going to blend onto my nose and just everywhere else around my face. So I only took like a little bit on the back of my sponge, and that covered mostly half of my face. So I do take a little bit extra just because if I don't get all the redness the first time, I don't want to keep going in and getting more foundation. We're just being careful and cautious of the eyes. I kind of started doing my makeup this way because I find it takes less time, and I find that a lot of other people do it as well. So I'm just finding new ways to do things, and I'm also like finding like new areas to film and kind of playing around with lighting. So if my videos aren't as good as, you know, a few of the last ones, I do deeply apologize for that. Right now I'm really liking this setup, so I don't think I'll be changing positions from this, but I feel like I should hang like things up behind me, just because, you know, all the other YouTubers kind of have that, and they have something for like people like to look at, so it's not like a boring kind of screen. Okay, hello. So I'm just kind of I'm just kind of going over my cheeks just to make sure everything's covered. And right now I might be very washed out, but I promise you this is my shade. I'm gonna like tone down the light a little bit. There we go. And I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended into our skin. I like to make sure of this just because it makes everything a whole lot easier when you're trying to put on everything else. So I'm just gonna take some and put that onto my neck. So now we're just gonna take a peek at the foundation. This foundation is very full coverage. Reason why I love it. So now we are just going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer because I find this is more of my shade than Born This Way. Born This Way is a little bit more lighter skin tone than I am. So I'm just going to apply this to my face. Down my nose, tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And now, we're just going to use the Beauty Blender and we're just going to blend this all out. And don't worry, we're going to go right back into the eye area and we're just going to dust a little bit more of that shadow underneath the eye. This is more so just kind of cleaning it up for now. And I'm just making sure everything's concealed. And I'm kind of just using the side of the Beauty Blender just to blend this out. I find it's a little bit more better since there's not a lot of product on the sides of the Beauty Blender. So, yeah. So as you can see, this is such a nice concealer and foundation kind of combo. So we are going to take our first blending brush and we're just going to sweep underneath of just going to drag it down a little bit, drag it out a little bit. And there is that. So now comes the fun part. We're gonna set using the Anastasia contour kit. So I'm gonna take the shade Banana in here, and we're just going to kind of do the under eyes first. I absolutely adore this shade. When I found it at Marshall's, or was it Winners? I think it was Winners. When I found it at Winners, I was like, oh my god, my favorite powder ever is here. So yeah, I got this from Winners, and I find you can find a lot of Anastasia stuff at Winners. So I'm gonna say that is pretty baked already. So to set the rest of our face, we're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty setting powder in Butter. And I really love this powder. I love it over my Anastasia, I love it over my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder any day. And I'm just kind of combining like the banana powder I set down in this powder, so just so I can make sure everything's set in place. as you can see, I'm just setting my face, like setting it all around, not just in a couple areas, just setting everything. So I'm just looking in my mirror down here, and everything is looking really, really good so far. So I'm really happy about that. So we're not done our eyes yet, so I'm just gonna finish those up first. So I'm just gonna take another Anastasia kind of brush that comes with everything, and we're just gonna go into Primavera, the one right there. And we're just going to take the flat-ended part of the Anastasia brush that comes with every one of these. We're just gonna pop that right into this area, and this area is called the lid, Sierra. I find that it would be so much better with some fix gloss, so that's what we're gonna do. And whether this shade likes it or not, that's what we're going to do. So as you can see, Primavera is on the inner corners of our makeup, and we are going to go in with our little blending thing. We're just going to kind of blend the shade in to the eyeshadow look. I know over here it's kind of getting everywhere, so when in doubt, just blend it out. And we're just gonna go in with the brush that we used for that red shade, and we're just gonna tap that right into. So there was no excess fallout, so that is amazing. So we're just going to take this brush from the Jeffree Star Morphe collab, and this is JS1, and I actually use this to contour. I don't like the little brush to contour. I like the little brush for blush, but we're just gonna take this shade in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and contour our cheeks. I absolutely adore this contour. It's so pigmented and just so like amazing. I'm just gonna grab my mirror, and you just kind of throw the contour. I kind of just throw it. I don't really, there, that's better. I just pick it up and I dust it all over my face. So that's kind of what I do when I have to contour. And I just put it in the designated areas that I have said in my contouring video. I can just link that in the description so you guys can go see how to kind of contour your face. I mean, everybody has their different ways. That's why I was like, well, I mean, this is kind of a look too, so I don't really know what to call this. But yeah, so it's kind of how to contour your face. Because again, everybody has their own way of doing it. I have my way of doing it, and you may be different. So I just kind of make sure everything is contoured, because I like that slim effect. And when in doubt, when you're contouring, touch up with your powder brush, because that is going to be a lifesaver. And I don't know what this is. I'd like to know though. want to take my beauty blender because I feel like I took some stuff off. And press the powder into my face. There. So also when in doubt, use your beauty blender again to just go into that. Yeah. Wow, such fails. Yeah, that was a fail. Okay, so we're just gonna go in with some brightening powder. We're just gonna go and pretend like that just never happened. You can still see it, I know, but let's just pretend it didn't happen. Now it's gonna be hard to contour. I love my life. Like, why couldn't it just be easier like that side? Who knows? So our face will cover that part of it. So now we are just going to contour our nose. And I really just put this everywhere onto my nose. And it contours it. And then I kind of just take some powder and contour it. And I'm just gonna rub it into my skin. Because that's how I contour my nose. So I'm just gonna take my powder brush and go all over my face to make sure everything is blended. So everything looks pretty good except the area that we messed up on, but that's okay. So now I am going in with the NARS blush in Orgasm. So I only have the mini one of this. So I'm sorry. There we go. We get some good lighting again. So we're just going to brush that onto where we kind of contoured. And so that kind of gives us some color to the cheeks and color to our bronzer. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe some of that away. So as you can see, the eyes look great. Everything looks awesome. So now I think I'm gonna actually add a little bit more color with the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. I can't. Whoa. Okay, so this one I barely used. It's in the shade Fairy, and I really like this color though. Like, such a nice color. So we're just gonna do that and blend. And just blend. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight. Highlight. So we're just going to use our Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sugar. We're just going to take marshmallow, and I like mixing it with Starburst, and just going to apply that right. And kind of just putting that everywhere. People literally ask me all the time, like, Sarah, like, how do you do your makeup so well? And I'm like, I throw everything everywhere and I hope and pray that it works. So that's how, honey. So I just wanted to up the lighting just a little bit for you guys to see where I'm highlighting, because you can definitely see it's on my nose. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to grab a few more products. We're going to curl the lashes and apply some Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm gonna have to probably, oh, that blended all together, so that's great. And we're just going to look down into the mirror and apply some. So this mascara is really great if you want the look of false lashes. I'm just gonna lower the lighting just a little bit just so you guys can see my lashes, and look how long they look. So we're just applying like so. Just going to itch our brows. And we're gonna go in with some Tartisa lip paint in Exposed. This has been an all-time fave for me. So yeah. Now I don't really like a sharp Cupid's bow, so, and some people do. So I'm not one of those people. So that is the finished makeup look. So we're just going to go in with some all-nighter Urban Decay setting spray, and we're just gonna set our face. I'm gonna turn it up, and that's what the finished look looks like. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little glam tutorial using the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I hope that you guys liked and enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, hello, and I hope that you like and subscribe, ring the bell, get all that stuff done so you know when I post, and because I do giveaways and there is one coming soon. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Mwah.